Welcome to episode 82 of the Twig Snapper Podcast. Today I'm joined by Isabel Crossman of the Liberty ACHA Division II women's hockey team. Thanks for joining me. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Can't complain. Other than, like I said before we started recording, the heat. It's a little too early for it to be hot. That's July stuff. It should wait. But all of that aside, I figured we'd kind of start by talking about your recruitment, if you had any. I know some club hockey players don't have much of recruitment.
Yeah,
Others have more of a recruitment. It's really different for everyone.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I knew Liberty was where I wanted to go. I didn't really apply many other places other than Liberty. I think I had a few down south, but other than that, I was like set on Liberty. So when I heard that hockey, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But like D1 NCAA is not my thing. And then I realized they had some ACHA stuff going on. And then the coach I have now, she watched one of my games, and then that's that.
So you just had your heart set on Liberty. You knew you wanted to go there. You didn't really have hockey as part of your plan.
Honestly, no. I mean, if it came up, I was definitely gonna bounce on the opportunity, but um, I was pretty invested all throughout high school. It's definitely like one of my favorite things to do. But I was looking more towards the future, education wise. So,
Yeah.
but it's been like the best addition to college, if not my.
Right.
So.
Well, that was kind of my next question. Why Liberty? You said you kind of had your heart set on it, and then why play club hockey? Like why would somebody want to play? I've asked other people this, but I like to get different opinions.
Yeah.
Why take the effort to play club hockey?
I think honestly for me, like being a part of something is really big. It drives you in a different way. I honestly don't think I would have excelled as much in school of it just because like it really keeps you from procrastinating. Like they're really on you at school.
Keep some structure in your life.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean the community is great. Like the girls that I've met and like the people I've met through hockey, like some of my favorite people, like the most influential people. And like I've always loved. It's like kind of an odd take on it, but like I've always loved having a coach in my life. Like the coaches I have now, I love like just being under somebody's um, mentor type situation, just like having some like
Yeah.
criticize constructive criticism towards like where you're going, what you're doing in life,
Hmm.
on and off the ice, and like I said, the community. It's just so nice to have like other people to piggyback off of and bounce ideas off of. So
That's a unique one. The coach. Like I've never heard anyone say that that's one of the things that's why they want to keep playing is they like having a coach. That's different. I've not heard that one before.
yeah.
So why Liberty? Why'd you have your heart set on going to Liberty?
Well, my brother went there. He was in the Air Force ROTC. He graduated as I came in, unfortunately. How dare he? It would
You
have
should have
been,
stayed, taken an extra year.
yeah, it would have been so cool to be on the same campus as him. But I think other than that, like the community there was amazing too. I mean, like there's never been a like group, a large group of people like that you just feel so welcomed by. I mean, I think people's heart for Jesus there too definitely drives that. And like, I mean, I've never really been into the party scene, so it was nice to have like another option to like really venture out. So like well, I can't say I've never been into the party scene. Once I got out of it, I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to like pursue something else in life. So the people there really have their motives in the same place that I'm going. So I think
Well, that's what you want. You want to surround yourself with people who believe in the same things you believe, and they have the same morals and, like you said,
Yeah.
motives and different things. And it must be a good thing going down there at Liberty, because I know a few kids from the Upper Peninsula who they were like pretty good athletes, and I was asking them, are you looking for colleges and you gonna play college sports? And
Yeah.
one of them was like, I really want to go to Liberty, but I know I'm not good enough to play D1, so I'm just probably not going to play athletics because I want to go to Liberty. So he had his heart set on Liberty, and he was going to choose that over continuing to play a sport.
Yeah. I mean, when you know where you need to be, you're going to do anything to be there. So
Yeah.
that's how I felt. And I think God just blessed me with the opportunity to play hockey. So
Little bonus, cherry on top.
probably, yeah, a little bit more than a bonus. It's definitely made my experience. It was amazing this year.
Yeah. No regrets.
Not at all. It was so fun.
And I mean, I feel like that I've talked about this before with other ACHA guests. The club hockey label really doesn't do the league a justice. Like it's a lot better hockey than like what you would think of. You just think of club hockey. I mean, there are some bad teams.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see some of these scores where it's
Yeah.
15-0.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, some people do definitely like fiddle around with it. I think a lot of people just do it just to do it, which is totally fine. I mean, like I said, like everybody's got their different motives for doing it. Um, but I mean, you look at the D1 girls and they're amazing. Like some of like the best hockey players I've ever seen. Like great role models, like great girls. Like they're there. They mean business. So it's like hard to say like they wouldn't like if you put them in an NCAA division. Like I know they dominate. Like they are very well put together, and even like the guys. Like there's 3 divisions
Oh
that
yeah.
they dominate. They're great. I mean, like yeah, they do so well, and it's hard to think that they're not like you should see the rink. It's packed. Like we had like these midnight games. They call Midnight Mayhem for the D1 guys, and there's like they fill every seat in that rink.
Yeah.
Like it really does feel like it's a legit real thing.
Well, a lot of guys, well, maybe not a lot, but some guys actually go on to play some sort form of professional hockey. Now, guys have made it over to Europe or they've played in lower leagues in North America coming out of the ACHA. And one of my guests, Samantha Murphy, played at Arizona State. She actually left Arizona State, went and played a little bit of D3 hockey. She got hurt and then ended up transferring back to Arizona State, but she proved that she could play at the NCAA Division III level. Just like you said, girls could play at higher levels. So she proved that she could go play in the NCAA.
I know it's interesting. It's interesting to see.
It is. It's a weird league. Because you've got the people who take it really seriously, even at all divisions. I know the divisions don't really mean that much. Talking to a guy from Delaware, the D3 team was way better than the D2 team. Like it was just so. And then within each division, you got those teams that get cranked 20-0, and then you got the teams that are putting up 20 goals. So it's weird,
Yeah, very odd. It's really fun to see though, because like sometimes you'll have girls start like I know we have some girls like that came in and like maybe not wanting to be as serious about it, but by the end it's like you have no choice. It's just like everybody's locked in and you're doing it for each other, and then you start like really enjoying the experience and like winning's fun. Like why not just keep
Yeah, right. And once you start to get that little bit of taste of winning, you want more and more and more. And if you're having fun, obviously that makes it better too. And you had some success this past season. You had 24 games, you had 25 points, and you were the team offensive player of the year. So talk about that maybe for a little bit. I mean, when you came in, were you like, oh, I want to score a bunch of points. I want to.
I mean, that's always the goal. To put the team in the best position that we can be in. I think in high school I played center too, so and like a little bit of wing, a little bit of defense. So I was like exploring, and then like I wasn't sure what we were gonna do when I first got there, cause like um I mean I didn't know like if the other girls were gonna be playmakers, if they were gonna be like feeders, or if they were gonna be scorers, and like it was so great because we had like a good mixture of everything, and I mean like honestly like I don't know, I would not have gotten any of the points that I had without like the girls out there, because like they just know what to do with the puck. Like I just happened to be there to put it in. Like if you saw the games, you'd see like that's how it works. Like you should
Yeah.
finish. I just happened to get recognition for it. So um, I think all the girls are just like team players. Anybody out there on the ice offensively, I think would have definitely deserved that award. So it's definitely an honor, but um, it was a good season for everybody all
Right.
around.
So all of those goals you had, there's lots of girls who had assists piling up, helping you out.
For sure, yeah. Really. There were a lot of girls that were contributing.
And one thing I talk about a lot, and people who listen to the podcast probably get annoyed, but I love jerseys. Like, I
Yeah.
love sweet jerseys with all sports. And that's one thing that club teams all pretty much have is everyone's got really cool designs and color schemes.
Uh-huh.
And Liberty's got some pretty sweet color schemes and designs.
Yeah, I mean, there's there's like themed games for the D1 guys, and there was like Hawaiian jerseys. They had Star Wars jerseys, like like different ones, and like they look so cool. Like when they're out there, they just look so good and well put together. And yeah, I'd be lying if I said the merch isn't one of my favorite parts too. They treat us really well. They treat us very well.
Yeah. Do they auction off those jerseys or do something
They
special with the like cool ones?
So they sell them in the pro shop. Um, one of our bus drivers, uh, he got really involved with it. Like the guys' jerseys, he bought like one, and he'll wear it to the games all the time, and like you'll see that all the time. Like people buy the jerseys, and like it's funny because they're like um one of the girls on my team, like she dates one of the guys on the D1 team, so it's funny to see like people walking around with like their last names on the jerseys, because it's like they really do look up to them, and so it's fun.
Yeah.
Like they will buy the jerseys because it's like they're pretty much celebrities to them. So
So you'd say there's a pretty good culture around Liberty hockey, men's, women's.
for sure, for especially well, I'd say more towards the guys, but which is totally fine. I mean, I really enjoy watching the D1 girls play. Like it's like some of my favorite hockey to watch. So I'd say like for the girls supporting like the girls teams, like that's pretty strong. I mean, girls hockey is a little bit different than guys hockey because we can't fight and get. So I think that really draws in the attention, but otherwise, the games are something fun for like people to do. So they go and
Are
cheer them
you
on.
saying that you want girls to be able to fight and to do all that stuff in hockey?
I definitely didn't say that.
You want somebody throwing punches and
I don't know if I could take. I don't know.
well, it'd be interesting, that's for sure.
Definitely weed out the weak.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's some female hockey players out there that would be all for it, who just have that kind of aggressive, gritty play style. They'd love it.
I know
But
girls
then there's,
team that would do that. They would kill that.
yeah, I don't know. It would be really interesting. It would probably grow the women's game. I don't know if it'd grow it in the way they want to grow it, but it would grow it in some way. Like certain people would start watching. But I don't know. The game is growing. I mean, the women's game is growing already. So I don't know if you want to push it with something like that, or if you want to just kind of let it grow as it's growing and leave the fighting out of it. I don't know. It'd
Yeah,
be interesting to see.
an experiment for sure.
Yeah, they could try it in some league somewhere. And if it worked, then they could try it everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah. That'd be something.
Yeah, no, somebody's got to try it. You heard it here first. They got to give it an experiment somewhere and give it a test and see what happens. We'll get a poll out there, interviews, surveys. Should there be fighting in women's hockey?
Yeah. Would you come to a game if the girls could fight?
Yeah, yeah. And then sold out barns and it'd just be a riot. So kind of switching away from hockey, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
I'm definitely a people person, so I'm always with friends. I really, really like being with friends at school, at home. Got a good group going at home still, even though we've all gone away, come back, we all did our own thing. So, yeah, I'm around my family a lot. I read. I used to play soccer actually. I really liked soccer. I wasn't I was going to Liberty, so that wasn't really an option for me, like at all. I just kind of dabbled with it, but yeah. I mean, I have 2 dogs. We go on hikes a lot, walks a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah, nothing too fun yet. Once I get older, I'm hoping I find some cool things like, I don't know, what's something cool like shooting bow and arrows and hunting.
Yeah, that's cool to a lot of people. But hey,
That in the north, but I've just never gone into it.
there's all kinds of neat hobbies out there that there's all kinds of weird sports too, like things that are becoming big. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, not that it's a weird sport, but like disc golf has become so huge, and that's like a fun hobby that
I mean,
who
I
would have
come
thought
back.
would take off.
My dad's into like pickleball now.
Yeah, that's huge.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, it's good for older people who can't like move
Yeah.
as good. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, see, there you go. There's your hobby for the future. You can get into
Oh no,
pickleball.
please, no. I don't think.
It's going to be in the Olympics. It's going to be all over the place.
Yeah, sooner or later.
I mean, there's all kinds of weird stuff they want to add to the Olympics. I wouldn't be surprised if that makes it. I mean, some of the stuff that's on the list is I can't even think of it, but I know like seeing sports that are up, it's like, really?
Yeah.
You want beer pong in the Olympics? That's not going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if they had like a bar stool Olympics, like that'd be different. But like the Olympics, really?
Cool, Barstool Olympics.
Yeah, they should get on that. That would be a huge moneymaker.
Yeah, that's another thing you heard here first.
Yeah, there's a lot of great ideas here. People better throw the credit back to this episode when we're talking about it.
I hope so.
So, do you like watching sports?
Oh yeah. I have 3 older brothers who all played sports. One of them played hockey. He plays football. In college now at Castleton University, which is like 45 minutes from us. So I got to see him play a little bit. But I really like watching them play sports because like I know that. It's always been so hard for me to like buckle down and like follow a team. Like I know my friends will know like exactly every single thing happening, like with their favorite ice hockey team or like their basketball teams. I'm like, I just can't, guys. Like, I feel like I don't have the time for this, but
yeah, I've heard other people say that. Like, I'm just too busy. I don't have the time to be so invested in sports. And I'm like, oh, it's like all I do when I'm not at work. It's like I'm invested in sports.
I mean, it's fun. If I had like more time, I definitely could see myself doing that. But I mean, when you're at school, you're school friends hockey. So
yeah,
how much more hockey can you take?
No, I know a lot of people who play hockey don't watch hockey. They don't follow it because you play it every day. So do you really want to go home and watch somebody else play it? Like,
I mean, I'll watch it because my coach says it's good for me to watch hockey. So like, keep your eye on a upper level play.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it helps. You pick up on little things, and any exposure is good exposure, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching horrible hockey players, that probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. What about movies, TV? Do you like to watch movies or TV?
Yeah, I watch some shows. Have you ever seen Schitt's Creek?
No, I've never watched it.
Oh,
My
it's so
parents tried
good.
to watch it and they like didn't get
It's,
past the beginning.
some people think it's so boring, but like after I've been like cooking all day doing stuff, it's just something to like not care or like try to. It's like not like a mystery thing where you have to try to figure it out or it's like stressing you out or anything. It's just like easy to watch and it's
Yeah.
hilarious. Or Friends. I watch Friends.
Friends is good.
That's a good one. That one makes
Yeah,
me.
my go-to is always The Big Bang Theory. I was
Okay.
huge.
Okay. My comfort movie is Grown Ups though.
Oh, yeah.
One or two. You put it on.
Yeah.
I love that
They're hilarious.
movie. Yeah.
You can't beat it when they like put all of the like great comedy actors together. Like,
It's so good.
yeah. No, I love those comedy movies. I'm a big comedy guy. It's just you need something a little like lighthearted to like make you laugh. And
Take the edge off.
I used to be into like action movies and stuff, and I don't know. I'm not into it as much. It's just too, you know. I want to laugh. I don't want to be like on the edge of my seat cringing at.
I know. I feel like the world is already filled with so much violence. Like,
yeah,
you don't need to indulge in more.
Yeah, like in movies, like action movies, they'll show like the kill count, and it's like, oh wow, that's awesome. Like we're keeping track here. I don't see them keeping a laugh count for the other movies. What's going on here?
Exactly.
Either that, or sometimes like a good Disney movie or something. Like you really like.
Exactly.
You just need to get that child innocence back sometimes.
My roommate would pop on Disney movies like to go to sleep, and I was like, this is like way like I'm enjoying this way too much. Like I feel like I shouldn't be like literally almost 20 years old. I don't know.
Hey, age is but a number. I mean there's a lot of adults who are bigger children than some children. So you got guys who build like Lego cities in their basements and stuff and like post it on Instagram. Or there's some guy out there who's got like a whole Instagram revolved around his like Lego city.
I'm sure there's somebody out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying that's like the way to go but
yeah. Like, I don't know. People find the craziest things to keep them occupied.
Yeah, there are weird hobbies out there. There's, collections people have, like the weird stuff that people collect. Yeah. I don't know. But I guess whatever floats your boat.
That reminds me of like the My Strange Addiction stuff. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Don't. It's so weird.
I can't watch those kind of shows that are like people like to watch hoarders or all kinds of like, I don't know. I don't really like reality TV because especially that kind of reality TV. Like it's not like the just Kardashians, which I don't like that either. I think it's horrible. But I don't know. I just don't like watching people's lives when they're just a complete and total wreck. Like I don't need to see that. I don't know.
That's so
it's
true.
Horrible.
Thought about it. So true though. Oh my god. Why would somebody else's life fall apart?
Right? I mean, the only reality TV I've ever watched is like Duck Dynasty. Great. Love Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty is good.
And Clarkson's Farm. Yeah. That's hilarious. But it's different. It's a different kind of reality TV.
I guess if you're watching like bad reality TV, it's like, yeah, so this is what not to do.
I guess, but I just feel like you're seeing a lot of things that most people wouldn't want to see. You need some brain bleach after it, or
yeah, I don't know why you'd want your life to be on film too.
Yeah, I don't know, especially when it is a disaster. Why would you want it on film? Why would you want everyone to know your life is a disaster?
And then they see you on the street like you're like a celebrity. Like, yeah, you are, but like, for what reason?
Right, because you went downhill so far that you were worth other people like, oh, I want to watch this show so I can cringe at this person's miserable life. Like, that's why you're famous.
Yeah. Exactly. Your life
Yeah.
is so bad that like you're that popular.
I guess that is the same thing with like the Kardashians. I mean, they rose to fame because of the drama and all that. Like
Yeah.
that's why you're famous, because your family's good at drama. I mean, they could film any family and it'd be
Yeah.
like
That's so true. Like there's so many better ways to become famous. Like and cuz it's like the entire show is just like throwing other people under the bus. Like
yeah, or there's like the Jersey Shore shows and
yeah.
like they're all just
Like there's such a better way to go about life.
yeah. That can't be good for society, just tearing each other down and like, oh,
It
let's
can't,
broadcast it all
yeah.
over the mainstream TV.
It can't be good for your mind either. Like just
No,
people slander each other all day, but
no, it's got there's some they say stuff about if you surround yourself with people who like tear you down and stuff like that. Well, I feel like it's got to be the same if you watch people tear each
yeah.
other down. I don't
Bad
know.
company. Bad company.
What about music? What kind of music do you like?
I listen to a lot of country music. Easily.
Like modern country?
Uh with my friends, yeah, more modern
So you
country.
mean you like to listen to pop?
Okay. I mean I do. I do. But like
I
yeah.
mean, Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen, I feel
If
like they
I'm
can
being
hardly
honest,
call themselves country singers.
I don't really listen to Luke Combs that much, but Morgan Wallen definitely is the big one. At least like where I'm from, like everybody likes Morgan Wallen.
He's
Like
not even that. He's not even a country
I
singer.
think that's why they like him though. I
It's
think
just
that's why.
that's why they started changing country so they get more listeners.
Yeah, but I'm really into like Chris Stapleton and like
Ooh,
I really like Chris Stapleton. Or
I
have you ever
don't.
heard of Whiskey Myers? You don't like Chris
No,
Stapleton?
I don't like his vibe. I don't jive
That's
with his
okay.
music.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's like really slow, and I don't know. I don't really like slow country that much.
Yeah, see, that's
I
why I
guess
can't do it.
I guess you can't really pinpoint like my type of music.
Like
Like
I really like Toby Keith and
oh okay.
George Strait is good. I like Tracy Bird and Clay Walker. Like
What
that.
about Tim
That's like
McGraw? Do you listen to him?
Tim McGraw's all right, but
Yeah.
like '90s and older. Well, I guess Toby Keith's into the 2000s, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's some like Luke Bryan's not bad
Luke
or
Bryan's
different
good.
stuff.
I agree.
So I just feel like after Luke Bryan, country got too poppy for me. I
Yeah.
like Last Night. Like that's a good song,
Yeah. It's a good
but
song, but you're so right. It's not very country.
no. But that's why he's selling out,
Yeah.
all of his shows and people are just going nuts. That's why like if you looked on the Spotify charts when that album came out, half of it was the album, the other
Yeah.
half was everything else.
I mean, he cracked the code.
Yeah. I mean, props to him for figuring out what it takes, but I guess it's really not figuring out what it takes to make people like country because you just kind of change the genre to what
Yeah.
like
Not country anymore.
that'd be like if heavy metal bands started lightening up their music to get fans. Like, okay, well then that you're not really heavy metal anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's
That's fair. That's fair.
there's debates that could be had there, but
So like if I said I liked country, like if I said I liked Morgan Wallen, like would it be more pop then? Like,
I
oh
think
yeah, I like
so.
pop music. Yeah, because I guess I do listen to some pop music. Like when I'm working out, I definitely listen to pop music. Like especially if I'm running.
I don't really love a lot of new pop. I like some of Meghan Trainor's new stuff. It's pretty catchy, like
Yes.
Mother and Made You Look, and like that's.
Halsey's good. I like her. Do you know her?
No, I don't really listen to that much new pop.
Yeah, that's okay. She's might be a little girly for you. Although you listen to Meghan Trainor.
I have a very wide range of music. I mean, I like
Yeah,
to throw on some like classical or like some like
that's so fair too.
scores to music, like movie scores, and just like listen to some like nothing with words.
Yeah, that's good. Also, yeah, I think like when I'm like back at school though, like our team plays a lot of classic rock
Classic rock is great. Love classic rock.
because it's just easy hype.
Yeah.
Nobody's upset when you put it on.
Right. See, if I was gonna put on hype music, people would probably start getting upset at me because I'd put on
Really?
like thrash metal or like death metal or
You would.
something. And
You would.
that's a I look at lifting playlists and people like lift to rap. I'm like, I can't lift to rap. I want somebody to be screaming into the mic because they're having the worst day
Get
of their
it up.
life.
Get it up.
It's just somebody is just so angry at everything and everyone.
Yeah.
Makes you
That
like
makes
that.
you want to lift harder.
Yeah, it makes you push. You
All
want that
right.
pump. You want that grind.
For sure.
I don't get the rap. Like it doesn't really seem like good
Yeah.
workout music to me. It feels like more like you're just bumping with your friends. Maybe you'd listen to rap, but not like
Yeah, we do. Yeah, rap is definitely like the analogy we use is like, it's not really an analogy, I guess you'd say. Like during the day, especially in the summer, it's country. And then like nighttime, you kind of switch over to rap.
yeah. Country is that like summer,
Yeah.
especially like I feel like a lot of I don't know, you get like throwing some Kenny Chesney and there you
Oh,
go. Like
Kenny
there's a
Chesney's so
perfect
good.
summer day.
Kenny Chesney's so
So
good.
that
I
is
like keeping it. I like listening to country more. I just feel so dirty when I listen to rap. Like it's like I don't know. It's like some of the most vulgar stuff.
yeah, I don't really listen to rap. I like Post Malone, but is he even popular anymore? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some of his music is like just always gonna be
Yeah.
played. If somebody's got a good playlist going, eventually some Post Malone will come on.
And I like Lil Yachty, but other
Yeah,
like I don't really like there's like the two rappers that kind of like Macklemore sometimes,
yeah,
but is he even rap anymore? Like he's kind of like pop rap, half and half.
yeah.
So otherwise, I really don't like rap.
That's so fair. That's okay.
I mean, there's a few like Industry Baby, that's a good
Lil
song.
Nas.
Yeah, but like overall, I wouldn't say, oh yeah.
It wouldn't be my go-to. Oh,
No,
like all the time. Like there's definitely songs I choose over rap.
it's rarely my go-to. I have like a rap playlist of like 30 songs. Most of it's older rap. It's like
Yeah.
early 2000s, 90s, late 80s rap. Like
Yeah. That stuff is good though.
yeah,
Some of that goes hard. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah.
It's fun
That's
to
I mean,
explore that.
that's true rap.
Yeah. That's where it started.
There's probably people who would fight me for saying that, but
That's yeah.
you got to go
Hot
back to the
topic.
beginnings.
Hot topic.
Let's see here. What about if you could travel anywhere in the world just for a vacation, all paid for, so you go anywhere you want? Where would you go?
I saw this question and like I want to say Greece. Like I really do. But like I keep fighting with myself on it cuz like Greece is so fun, but I feel like it's so like basic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody I feel like a lot of people say Greece. Like
So, do you have other options that you're fighting with?
yeah, like I don't know. Kind of. Not like I want to go to Spain. I think Spain would be really cool. But like between Spain and Greece, I guess.
Okay, that's valid. I feel like Greece doesn't sound like generic. I wouldn't pick Greece, but that's just me. That's just
Where would you go? Where would you go?
I don't know. I can't really. I want to go to Italy someday, really
Italy.
bad.
Italy's good.
I want to go to
That's a good choice.
Switzerland,
Okay.
Norway, Finland, Sweden. Do that tour someday.
Germany.
I've been to Ireland, but I want to go back now that I can drink. I feel like the little pubs and stuff would just be so cool. Some of them are
Oh
so
yeah.
old too; they're like hundreds of years old.
Yeah. That's
So
so
I don't
cool.
know. There's too many places. I'll probably never get to half of them.
Yeah, that's so true. And like to think that like I could go to college anywhere and I went to Virginia.
Where are you from originally?
Vermont.
Well, I mean, it's a little ways down.
Yeah, 12 hours.
That's away from home.
Yeah. The drive feels so quick though. Like especially when you're with friends, it's like it's half a day, but like it's doesn't feel that. Like it feels like you're home quickly. Like if I needed to come home on the weekend, I feel like I'd easily make the trip. I'd
Just
make that
power
trip.
through, drive through the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I mean, you're 12 hours away. You're in a different state. I mean, people from the UP go to like University of Michigan or like
Yeah.
down. It's like a 12-hour drive. They're still in Michigan, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
That's so
like where I am. I used to live in Houghton, which is like way up in the Keweenaw. But now I live on like the western tip of the Upper Peninsula. So I can, in like 2 hours, I can go to Minnesota. So I can go across, I can be in 3 states in one day. But like
Ooh.
other people, they can drive 12 hours and they're still in Michigan.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Which is so crazy to think about.
yeah. It's fun though, because like Duluth is only 2 hours away and Duluth is an awesome city.
So do you like Michigan a lot?
Yeah, Michigan's good. I mean, the
Good hockey.
scenic beauty, there's a lot of hockey. Houghton is the birthplace of professional hockey.
Uh-huh.
So it's like the first place they started paying people. Well, actually, that could be a lie. I saw something, some like historian thinks they did it in Pennsylvania first or something, but who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Michigan's known for the beauty. Love the water. If you like lakes.
Love lakes. Lakes, the best memories I've ever had are made on lakes.
Yeah. I grew up, my family's all got places along Lake Superior. My parents have a place on Lake Superior, so it's
fun.
It is awesome. I hate public beaches because I grew up on private beaches. Like I just can't handle going to a public beach and like sharing. Sounds like really like selfish. They're like, yeah, I don't want to sit on the beach with other people.
That's okay. I think, yeah, a lot of people in one place. This doesn't seem like a vacation.
I couldn't imagine like those Florida beaches in the middle of summer. I mean, I've been to like, I can't remember what it is. I've been to beaches down there, but like there's just too many people.
Yeah, my brother's moving to Florida for chiropractor school, and he's like, I don't even know what the town is called, but I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Like, one, it's so hot all the time, like, especially in the summer, it's like just too hot, and then like everybody's gonna want to be at the beach.
But at least you can go to the beach. Think about if you're in like Arizona, it's so hot. There's no beach.
There's 2 girls on my team from Arizona, and yeah, they're always hiking and stuff, and I'm like, with what water? Like,
how are you hiking? It's 120 degrees out.
I actually, like, they didn't bring like water bottles with them, but it's like, how are you not dead?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the one thing they've got going is that dry heat, no humidity. That makes a difference.
Yeah, which is so different in Virginia because it's like 30 times hotter in the sun because it's so hot. It feels like you're breathing in like water. It's so humid.
Yeah, it's like that here too. Sometimes it'll be 70, but it'll feel like it's 90 because the humidity's so high. It's just like so thick out.
Yeah.
All right, last question. I haven't asked this one in a while. I might have only asked this one once in an episode. If there was a movie made about you, who would you want to star as yourself?
Do you want to know? I also saw this question and I was like, easily Jennifer Aniston just because she's hot. And like, I think if she...
I like that answer. Jennifer Aniston just because she's hot.
Yeah. Well, because people... And because we were talking about Friends, I'm like, yeah. If people saw that and they're like, oh, yeah, Izzy Crossman, Jennifer Aniston, like, they'd type my name in and they'd be like, yeah, she's hot.
There you go, Jennifer Aniston in the Izzy Crossman movie.
Yeah.
That was an easy answer. No thought at all.
No, yeah, way too easy.
I feel like some people struggle. They're like, geez, I don't know.
She's just like my favorite actress. So I think it was just going to be her regardless, even if she fit the part.
I don't even know who my favorite actor or actress is. It's a hard question, like to think about.
I really like Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
And they have movies together now.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Crazy. They're good together. They make a good like pair. Like they're funny. The demeanors they have really match up well.
Adam Sandler's good. Although, like, out of all the like comedy actors, Vince Vaughn is my favorite. I love.
Oh,
Vince
really?
Vaughn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Love me some Vince Vaughn.
Do you have a favorite movie from him?
Ooh, I don't know. Wedding Crashers, maybe. I don't know. Four Christmases is always.
Wedding Crashers is a classic.
Wedding Crashers is
I hope that movie is like timeless. Like I hope that people.
I think it is.
I hope people watch that like years down the road.
I think they will.
Yeah.
I also like how he's got like more than one dimension in his acting, and he like in Hacksaw Ridge, he plays such like a hard ass
Like
whenever
a
he's a sergeant
yeah.
or it's like completely different role.
Yeah,
But
he's very upfront, demanding in that one.
you know, you got to have good depth if you're going to be a good actor.
That's so true. He's a very good actor. That's a good. That's a nice.
But he couldn't play me in a movie. It wouldn't work. Not the right vibe.
Yeah. Who do you think?
I don't know. I always go with Alexander Ludwig because he's blonde and like I'm thinking like Hunger Games Alexander Ludwig less than like now when he's been in Vikings and stuff and he's like shredded out of his mind and like
you could do an Owen Wilson.
Oh yeah, Owen Wilson, except for his nose. Gosh, do you really want somebody with that nose to star as you? Then people are going to think you have like a huge honker.
Yeah.
His brother, Luke Wilson, he's funny.
Yeah, I really like Owen Wilson. He's good. Marley and Me.
Never seen it. Isn't it
No,
pretty sad? Isn't it supposed to be sad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's funny though. My dog looks like that dog. So watching it made me cry.
Isn't it sad though? Sad movie or no?
Yeah, are you gonna watch it or can I spoil it?
You can spoil it.
Dog dies.
Spoiler alert, the dog dies?
Yeah.
So you like dog movies because you have dogs or no?
So my dad's a vet. So like I think I just get my fair share of like dog stories. So I think I'm all set on the dog movies. But Marley and Me.
Have you seen Hachi?
That I have seen. But mainly for the plot. Like I think it's just so cute. Like I don't know. I don't think it's as sad as I think it is cute. Like
it's pretty sad.
The dog literally shows up like every day, like
waiting for the owner that never comes back.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But, not sad. Come on.
It's so cute. Like he's so like I don't know. He's patient dog.
Yeah. Do you like sad movies? Do you like a good tearjerker every once in a while?
Yeah, I do.
What is the saddest movie you've ever seen?
Let me try to think the last time I've cried. You want to know? Do you want to actually? Okay, this one's not that sad, but it's like I think it was just like relatable. Like it's like relationships thing that just kind of like makes you sad. The Crazy Stupid Love movie. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That one is like not sad, but it's just like heartfelt. So it makes kind of.
I don't think of that as a sad movie.
Yeah, it makes you emotional. You're just like, oh my gosh. Like actually, like it's a realistic movie.
Yeah. No, I like realistic movies. Pretty much the only like action type movies I watch anymore are like movies that are like it's a war movie, it's about a battle or something that are realistic, intense in some way.
Have you seen Night Agent, that show?
No, I've not.
I actually don't like action movies that much, and I loved that show.
Is it action?
Yeah, it's like intense. Like people die in it a lot. I don't when people die in movies, but like a lot of people died in this movie or this show. I actually had the stomach bug, and I watched like every episode in one day.
Yeah.
So I actually really enjoyed it.
One of the few like really intense action type shows I like to watch is Game of Thrones.
Okay,
Game of Thrones.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
There's a lot of you got to have the right. You got to be able to handle a lot of different stuff. I mean, you see there's some pretty disturbing stuff in there. Like
I would not be able to handle it. I don't think.
There's some pretty gory. I struggled with some of it. I liked the plot. I thought it was really good. Like plot, the character development was really good. And you just kind of, if you get invested in the characters and the story, but
yeah, it's not as bad.
You put that all aside, it's pretty graphic. It's pretty obscene.
I'm just not good with blood.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to handle a lot of the different.
Any of my friends would tell you. I almost said episode. One game that I was in, I like fell and I was like going full speed and I couldn't put the brakes on fast enough and get up and I like face planted into the goalpost and like my face was bleeding and like I was fine, but then I saw the blood come out of my face and I was like passing out. I just blood.
Yeah, my own blood does not bother me at all. You know, I could probably be like just gushing blood if my arm was cut off, and it wouldn't bother me if it was mine. If it was somebody else's, I'd probably be grossed out.
I just don't like blood. I just don't know what it is. Why is it so red? Like, what is it? It's so like intense.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question for, somebody in anatomy to answer.
Yeah, or God.
Yeah, right. Since he, decided on the color.
Like, what's the point?
Why were you feeling that when you just like close your eyes and point at like, I got all these colors, which am I going to pick? Red it is. Can you imagine if he would have picked like blue? We have blue blood or
That'd
like
be crazy. Blue blood.
Yeah. Or like
That's
neon pink or something, like
oh, could you imagine?
glow in the dark blood or
like if you were yeah. If you like picked a scab in the dark and then
everyone would know because your hand is just like lit up.
Yeah.
That'd be something else.
It's so true.
Well, we went all over the place in this episode.
Sure. It was awesome.
We started with hockey, but then this was good. This is what I like. Just like talking about life, talking about stuff.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for coming on this episode of the podcast. And
it's so nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you too.